As many of you know, it was my intention to work among the Afro-Americans and to try and form some type of organization or create a situation where the young people, our young people, the students and others, could study the problems of our people for a period of time and then come up with a new analysis and give us some new ideas and some new suggestions as to how to approach a problem that too many other people had been playing around with for too long. You and I live in a country which is supposed to be the citadel of education, freedom, justice, democracy, and all of those other pretty sounding words.
African Americans are losing their position. They were here before any of us. And yet you see all these new people coming here from South Asia, some different parts of the world, West Africa even, coming here freely, and they're doing pretty well. And I wonder whether there's a sense there was an historic wrong done to African Americans here with slavery for that 250 years, and that has to still be righted. I'm not making the case for reparations here right now, but I understand exactly why African American activists are saying, don't forget the historic wrong done to us in particular. Not the Asians or South Asians or Indians or Pakistanis or West. No, the people brought here as slaves.
You have these young minority voters, particularly these African-American voters, who see the gay rights and they see the immigration rights and they see the gender rights, and there's all these groups that have their rights pushed forward. And in this country, apparently, we can't talk about group rights when it comes to African-Americans.
My question to you is, when we were out here protesting all last week for 6 days straight peacefully, there were no news cameras, there were no helicopters, there was no riot gear, and nobody heard us. So now that we burned down buildings and set businesses on fire and looted buildings, now all of a sudden everybody wants to hear us. Why does it take a catastrophe like this in order for America to hear our cry? I mean, enough is enough. We had too many lives lost at the hands of police officers. Enough is enough.
We declare our rank on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. We want freedom by any means necessary. We want justice by any means necessary. We want equality by any means necessary. We don't feel living in a country that is supposedly based upon freedom and supposedly the leader of the free world. We don't think that we should have to sit around and wait for some congressman and senator and a president in Washington, D.C. to make up their mind that our people are due now some degree of civil rights. No, we want it now, or we don't think anybody should have it.
One white man named Lincoln supposedly fought the Civil War to solve the race problem, and the problem is still here. Another white man named Lincoln, again the same white man, issued the Emancipation Proclamation to solve the race problem, and the problem is still here. Some more white liberals came along with the 13th, 14th, and 5th Amendments, which were supposed to solve the race problem. The problem is still here.
A man running for president tells Negroes what he's going to do for them when he gets in office. And after he gets in office, he has time to do something for everybody else except the people that put him in office. He tricked the people who put him in office. He has the time to take a stand on all these other places all over the world. But when it comes to time to correcting the injustices that are being inflicted against Negroes in this country, he sits up there like Nero. He's fiddling while Birmingham is burning.
And it's
by any means necessary. The Charter of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the Constitution of the United States, and the Bill of Rights are the principles in which we believe, and that these documents, if put into practice, represent the essence of mankind's hopes and good intentions, desirous that all Afro-American people and organizations should henceforth unite so that the welfare and well-being of our people will be assured we are resolved to reinforce the common bond of purpose between our people by submerging all of our differences and establishing non-sectarian constructive programs for human rights. We of unpunished violence against our people clearly indicates that we must be prepared to defend ourselves, or we will continue to be a defenseless people at the mercy of a ruthless and violent racist mob. It's time out for you and me to stop running away from the wolf right into the arms of the fox, looking for some kind of help. That's a drag.